Hey, what's up, all you huntsmen and huntresses out there? I'm Duuz-Diz-Din, and I'm coming at you with Rwby, Volume 7, Episode 8, titled You Are Cordially Invited. It's just cordially invited, but you are cordially invited to this review. Welcome! As we have Weiss going over the invitation from Jacques Schnee to the Schnee Manor Banquet Hall. Now, Weiss immediately sees this as him being up to no good. It's definitely a situation where he's trying to draw Ironwood in order to make him kind of defend his position, well, his seat on the council, basically. But it's pretty obvious to everyone else, especially Weiss, that something is up. She feels that with everything going on, Jacques Schnee should not have won that election. He should not have won that council seat. Something is fishy, and she wants to figure out what. So Rwby tells her, go in, investigate, find out what you can, and get out of there. Honestly, Weiss has the best option in this situation. She is a Schnee, so her walking around the grounds wouldn't be the most suspicious thing, honestly. So, as everyone arrives at Schnee Manor, including the two Schnee Snisters, who are less than thrilled to be home, we have Whitley also answer the door, saying that Klein, the butler, had actually been let go. More than likely because he was the one who actually helped Weiss get out of there in the first place, which is unfortunate. He was actually a really nice guy. So, Ironwood, Clover, Winter, and Penny go to meet Jacques as everyone else stays behind. We have a little bit of a moment where Crow resists the temptation of alcohol. He's been trying to keep sober throughout this entire season. After everything else that had happened, he's been through some stuff. So I like the fact that we keep making sure people are like, yeah, we still have that bit of character development. We just want you to remember that. And as the rest of the ace operatives go about covering the perimeter. There we go. I couldn't say the words. Everybody else decides that they'll try to get into some trouble, honestly speaking, despite the fact that the ace operatives told them not to. But as Weiss goes about trying to investigate, she's met by Whitley, who questions why she came back after she managed to get out after her daring escape. Meanwhile, Ironwood meets up with Jacques Schnee and the rest of the council, including Robin Hill, with the question being why Robin Hill even is here since she's not a part of the council. But Jacques feels that her fiery personality is what is needed in this certain situation. Although he does question Penny's attendance considering recent events, with Ironwood trying to get him to understand that the footage that was seen across Mantle was doctored and fake. Penny is fully within his control, although Jacques kind of questions that for the most part. Meanwhile, as the rest of the team sees what's going on with Weiss and Whitley, they formulate a plan where Nora will basically pour food all over Whitley. However, she ends up knocking into a woman who ends up spilling her wine on Whitley, but that does the job just fine. Meanwhile, Jacques starts to question what exactly Ironwood is up to, specifically because the rest of the council doesn't actually know what he's doing. He's been operating with a lot of autonomy, and nobody really seems to know what's going on with him and his project. He's closed the borders, everything's been acting in secrecy, and then a lot of the council members feel that they're just starting to strain their relationship with the rest of the world, not actually, you know, doing anything to improve their image. However, Winter takes offense to all the accusations that Jacques is putting out there, feeling that, he tends to buy his positions. That, Jacques needs the last person who should be talking about trust when he's the least trustworthy person around. However, Jacques uses this as a way of catapulting this back to Ironwood. That ultimately, yes, you have to earn trust, something that Ironwood really hasn't been doing, especially with recent events. He hasn't found the killer who's been going around slaying people. Penny was framed right under his nose. That's not comforting. With the recent loss of resources to Mantle, no, they're leaving them high and dry. That's not good. All the secrets he's been keeping? No, no, no. Not to mention the hacker that hacked into Amity Coliseum originally and caused the fall of Beacon and this, that, and the other. He really is selling it that Ironwood seems fairly incompetent in this situation, that he's scrambling around, managing to accomplish not one iota. He really is drawing into question exactly what's going on with Ironwood, which it's genius. It's a genius plan, honestly. But Winter is at a bit of a loss, as it's just kind of like, whoa. She gave Jock that segue, and she feels bad, so she ends up leaving. Meanwhile, Weiss makes her way throughout the manor, coming into Jock's study, where she finds none other than her mother, who we've never actually seen in the series up until this point, surprisingly. Meanwhile, Winter ends up having a bit of a heart-to-heart with Penny, who questions exactly what's wrong with Winter. And Winter says that originally Penny wouldn't get it, but when Penny kind of takes it as, oh, because I'm a robot, she says, no, because I have a lot of memories here. And those memories cause me to be emotional. And my emotions can't be controlled. I'll speak out, I'll act out, I'll just play right into his hands. But Penny still can't really understand this, as, she doesn't feel that it's wrong to have emotions. So, a nice, interesting little heart to heart that was very unexpected, honestly. But, I like this connection. I like this form of camaraderie between the two. You know, Penny and Winter, they work together, so why wouldn't they have some form of connection for the most part? It's nice to see Winter confiding in someone besides just Weiss, building those relationships that are unexpected. Meanwhile, it becomes very clear that Weiss's mother, Willow, I think her name is Willow, Willow Schnee, Weiss's mother, doesn't trust Jacques whatsoever. And, she's honestly surprised that Weiss even came back with everything that's been going on with Jacques. But she knows that Jacques is up to something, and she's not surprised that Weiss is trying to investigate this. In fact, we come to find out that Willa has set up a series of cameras in every room of the mansion without Jacques' notice, just to make sure, just in case something ever happened. So she gives Weiss the, video log, and also tells Weiss to watch out for her brother, because while they might not get along, Whitley Whitley might just be upset that ultimately his two sisters left him behind with his parents. They escaped, but he hasn't found a way out just yet, which raises a lot of questions, honestly. So, Weiss goes about investigating what exactly Jacques Snee has been up to, playing the video. Meanwhile, at the same time, Arthur Watts hacks into Mantle once again, shutting down all of the heating grids, the only thing keeping the city of Mantle from freezing over because of the cold of the tundra. Their defense that helps to keep out some of the Grim has been disabled. They are exposed. Oof. When it rains, it pours, and when it pours, it snows, and it's just a downward spiral. Gotta love that in a situation where um where normally it'd be like, oh, it's all about the grim, it's all about attacking and fighting and this and that and the other. This is more focused on the fact that, you know, there are political elements. Yes, people might not like it, but it's a world. When you develop a world, you get political elements. That was Full Metal Alchemist understood that. Code Geass understood that. One Piece understands that. If you want a series that spans across the entire world, you're going to have some form of politics involved. You have to show how this world is governed, how it's developed, how it's set up. And I really do enjoy that. I enjoyed seeing Winter and Weiss's mother. Just it speaks so many volumes about her character with this brief interaction with her mother. And Weiss's interaction with her mother is just so awkward and almost like they've never really talked before. But, her having a drinking problem, just kind of drinking the pain away, her distancing herself from her husband, with them there being no real love lost between the two of them, it really just speaks volumes about them. And that whole meeting, the meeting between Jacques and Ironwood, he is coming for Ironwood's neck. Now that he has that council position, he is using that to his fullest ability and he is ready to bury Ironwood. And it's not going to be pretty. Will Ironwood break? Will he buckle? Will he ultimately give up what he's been doing? And will they even believe him? Honestly, with the way that Jock is coming after Ironwood, it's hard to say. And Arthur Watts, he is really pulling a number on Mantle. For the longest time, I kept wondering what his ultimate involvement in this story was going to be, because we never saw him do much of anything. It was never apparent what his skill set actually was. But he's shown to be one of the most dangerous people out there, all things considered. Like, Tyrion's terrifying. Hazel, he's strong. Cinder, Mercury, Emerald, like, they are intimidating foes. But all the things that Arthur is able to do, damn, it is insane. And it all just comes from the fact that these people haven't updated Mantle whatsoever. They've played right into this kind of a situation. All because they don't take care of Mantle the same way they take care of Atlas. Literally, all of this could have been avoided if they took better care of Mantle. And I love the fact that that is a conclusion you can naturally come to. And with winter setting in to Mantle, with there being no heating system at all, the people are going to be even more scared, even more terrified more than ever. And that's going to attract more Grim. That's going to give Salem all the opening she needs in order to go in to Mantle full force and eventually to Atlas and just completely overrun the entire place. It is going to be anarchy. And it's only a matter of time before we see the fall of Atlas. What do you think? Do you ultimately feel that it'll go that way? Do you feel I'm off the mark? I know that more episodes are already out that probably reveal all that, but did you think that my hypothesizing actually had any merit? I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this episode and any thoughts that I had. But if you liked this video, leave me a like. If you didn't, feel free to leave me a dislike and subscribe and hit the bell icon. That way you never miss out on another Rwby Volume 7 episode review. But until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.